10 ways to win back your ex who has lost feelings for you. Methods to rekindle a lost connection with an ex who no longer has feelings for you. She's gone, just like that. You never saw it coming. You believed the love you shared would stand the test of time. Yet here you are, alone, questioning where things went wrong and whether there's still a chance to bring back the woman you deeply care about. I recommend watching this video because I have some valuable insights to share with you. Welcome back. My name is Jessie and this is my YouTube channel. When someone important to you walks away and the relationship ends, the heartbreak can feel unbearable. Seeing them move forward, possibly in a new relationship, can be emotionally crushing. So, what's the next step? If you're searching for a way to bring back an ex who has lost feelings for you, you're in the right place. Let's dive straight into today's video. Here we go. First and foremost, avoid being bitter. You recognize that sensation, don't you? That lingering taste, the one that travels down your throat and churns in your stomach like acid. But beyond that, it's also the bitterness of feeling abandoned, as if they left you stranded. You must never allow that bitterness to take control of you. If you do, you'll likely end up feeling miserable, making it even more difficult to rekindle things with your ex. So, how do you shake off that feeling? Pay close attention. Don't internalize it. Deep down, you understand that this isn't truly about you. Don't let it eat away at you, hollowing you out until only a bitter shell remains. Regardless of how or why the breakup happened, there are key things you need to keep in mind. Learn to suppress bitterness. More often than not, it's bitterness that causes relationships to crumble. It's not easy, but mastering this skill is essential. It's ultimately a survival decision, and that's what it boils down to. Don't allow bitterness to fester in your heart and mind, as it will only lead to more pain in the long run. Number 2. Understand why your ex lost feelings for you. If your goal is to win them back, you need to figure out why they lost interest in the first place. Perhaps they weren't emotionally prepared for a relationship, which led them to walk away. Maybe their feelings faded, or it was simply time for them to move forward. It could also be that the relationship wasn't progressing in a meaningful way, something you need to reflect on. Of course, other factors might have played a role, but these are a few that come to mind immediately. Your first step should be to determine why the relationship became unsustainable. Maybe you were too intense, or perhaps you weren't showing enough effort. Maybe you were indifferent toward the relationship as a whole. Either way, understanding why they lost feelings will help ensure you don't repeat the same mistakes. Number 3, allow them the time and space they need. If your ex has emotionally distanced themselves, recognize that giving them space is absolutely essential. Both time and space are necessary to show that you're willing to release your grip on the relationship. Let your ex have the time to think things through and move past the initial emotional chaos they're experiencing right now. Moreover, avoid stalking them. Don't keep calling them. Refrain from clinging to them. Don't plead or beg, as this will only make you appear overly desperate, an impression you certainly want to avoid. Many people assume that love means constantly being around their partner, but that's not always true. Your partner requires space. They need time and distance from you to fully process everything that has transpired. So avoid being too forceful about it. Don't try to push them back into a relationship. Instead, allow your ex the time and personal space they need to reflect. Number 4, recognize what your ex is going through. Some individuals believe that self-awareness in a relationship is essential, but in this situation, that may not be the most important factor. What truly matters is understanding what your ex is feeling, as their emotions will ultimately determine whether they consider rekindling things with you. Rather than spending all your time analysing your own emotions, focus on making sure your ex feels comfortable and positive as they process their thoughts. Be patient. It's understandable that you may feel overwhelmed by the pain of the breakup and have a strong urge to fix things immediately. However, your ex needs time to come to terms with everything before the relationship can have the chance to become better than it was before. Number 5, work on self-improvement. While waiting to see if your ex will return and rekindle their feelings, invest in improving yourself. Never remain stagnant. Of course, enhancing your appearance can be beneficial, but more importantly, focus on improving your overall life. Doing so will make the prospect of getting back together more appealing and seamless for both of you. Strengthen your relationships with others. Step back from focusing on your ex and prioritize other aspects of your life. Go out with friends or even consider dating casually. Engage in new hobbies. Try something different. This is the perfect opportunity to grow as a person and let your ex realize exactly what they stand to lose if they choose not to give the relationship another shot. However, while striving to become a better version of yourself, remain authentic. Don't attempt to change into someone you're not. Stay true to who you are and show them exactly why they should consider reconciling. Avoid putting on a facade of false confidence. Just be yourself. Let them see the real you. Be genuinely you. Everyone else is already taken. Number 6, rekindle your ex's interest with renewed emotions. If things have been tense between you and your ex post-breakup, this will be quite challenging. Love involves a deep level of respect, and that respect should continue to grow over time. Even though you're hurting right now, your ex is likely experiencing pain too. This is something crucial to acknowledge because it highlights the importance of allowing time to pass between the breakup and your efforts to reconnect. Both of you need time to heal. Giving your ex the space to move past the hurt ensures that when you reunite, it's for a stronger and revitalized relationship. When you feel emotionally prepared, take the necessary steps to win them back while demonstrating that you value and respect both them and their choices. The crucial factor here is making real changes, different from the ones that initially led to the breakup. If you cling to the same behaviors or habits that upset them before, the relationship won't have a lasting future. Number 7, make them aware of what they're missing. While this step may seem obvious, it's frequently overlooked. What's the goal here? You need your ex to feel as though they are losing something truly valuable. Beyond that, you want them to anticipate the possibility of rekindling the relationship. Many breakups stem from communication issues, and if you fail to communicate effectively, it will be hard for your ex to grasp why you want them back. So, what should you do in this situation? Try sending this no-contact text right away. Say this: "You're right. It's best that we don't talk right now, but I'd like to be friends eventually." This message must be sent at the right moment for maximum impact. What makes it effective is that it subtly conveys to your ex that you are no longer dependent on them. Essentially, you're implying that their presence in your life is no longer a necessity. Why is this beneficial? Well, it instills a fear of loss in your ex, which can reignite their attraction toward you. Number 8, remember the reasons behind your breakup. Do you truly understand why you and your ex parted ways? Perhaps they wanted to explore a different kind of relationship. Maybe the two of you were slowly drifting apart and either one or both of you felt that ending things was the best decision. Regardless of the reason, acknowledging it is crucial. This serves as a guide, helping you stay on the right path and avoid making the same mistakes again. Number 9, build a strong friendship with them. There are several ways to mend a relationship post-breakup, and one of the most effective approaches is re-establishing communication when both of you feel ready. I understand that reconnecting as friends may seem awkward or even challenging, but it is possible. The key is to wait for the right moment, when enough time has passed and both of you can interact with respect and maturity. Starting a friendship with an ex may seem daunting, but you can take small steps, like sending a message expressing your willingness to be friends. You can ask if they feel the same way. Maintaining open communication is essential for nurturing that friendship. However, if either of you feels uncomfortable, don't force it. Rushing into things too soon might not be the best approach. Just wait until both of you reach a stable and comfortable place where true friendship is possible, where any lingering resentment has faded and everything feels right. For this step to be effective, you must be open and willing to communicate with your ex as well. After the breakup, they will likely be hurt and uncertain, but as you continue engaging with them, they will gradually recognize that you've evolved into a better version of yourself. The longer you sustain this type of communication, the greater your chances of rekindling the relationship. Regardless of the current divide between you both, the best approach is to rebuild things through a cautious and patient friendship. If everything goes smoothly and your friendship is re-established, it may naturally pave the way for a renewed relationship, allowing your ex to see that you genuinely care and still think about them. There are different ways to express this. At this stage, your ex might begin to notice the positive changes in you, how you've grown and worked on eliminating the habits they once disliked. If nothing else, they should at least see that you genuinely regret the breakup. Consider all the little things that used to make them happy, the thoughtful gestures they valued. This is the perfect moment to bring those back into play. Once again, take things at a steady pace. Don't go overboard, as it might come off as overwhelming. Is there something they truly appreciated, a particular gesture they loved? Now is your moment to make your move once more.